That fiery blaze engulfed the grove and woke all creatures from their slumber. And you, visitor from beyond the sky, you have no intention of listening to the cries of the earth.
You are...
Are you surprised? Demigods with golden blood are not solely limited to Kevali's children. Is it not natural that the offspring of Georios would take on their duty? I am Terravox, Avatar of the Earth, divine protector of the myriad living beings.
What a coincidence. I was just told by someone to watch out for you. Answer me. Why would the Dromus King of the legends, the demigod who should have fallen, appear in humanoid form?
You already know the answer. Is the transmutation arcanum not precisely your specialty, descendant of the permanence?
How do you know about... was it March 7th?
Exactly. Thanks to her, I was able to escape into the Memoria Tide and disappear from the world's memories.
So you didn't die. Your fall was just a lie. You cast aside your duty as a flame chaser and joined her. Why?
To survive. For a Dromus, life is no more than existence. The birds and beasts of this world have struggled to survive since time immemorial. Yet unlike humans, they are unable to live on in the World-Bearer's memories. But Evernight is the master of remembrance, and I saw your story in the Veil of Evernight.
Vidyadhara. The permanence. Dragon transmutation. Resurrect. Shang.
The path you chose to survive will lead to your death, demigod.
And what of it? This body is soaked in filthy golden blood. The earth is hungry, and only the permanence can satisfy it.
This madness seems exactly like Mara struck.
It'll give me strength!
Thank you. I can still keep going. No other choice but forward for tomorrow! I'm fine.
Protect me!
Thank you. I can still keep going.
I'll crush them all!
Harmony and unison. Tonight, stars echo! This battle is unavoidable.
Existence is of no consequence. Future will come! Core flames consume me. Hail the new dawn!
Cloud Knights? How is that possible? It's endless. Has the Memoria Tide returned?
The fires of abomination reignite. Why not join that water-mirrored moon and be fully imbibed?
Immortality!
Is this some disordered memory?
The mists of the past shall drift away.
What?
Scatter, fade, turn to foam. Do you not remember me? After all, I am the heavy burden you must bear. How could I be so easily forsaken?
Dan Feng? Is this another memo snatcher trick?
Vidyadhara are supposed to forget the past during hatching rebirth. But the preceptors interfered back then and allowed me to remain deep in your consciousness. If you do not wish to use that bloodstained name, you may call me Obliviated Memory.
That's not necessary. Though we've long parted ways, I won't ever forget you.
So, who is that giant?
That is Amphorius' Earth demigod. He should be on our side, but he was led astray and intends to seize the power of dragon transmutation.
The dragon descends upon the earth, and all beings look to it in reverence. You and I know that all life in the universe covets permanence.
Are you trying to say I'll end up like you?
One day you will. And as I see it, that day won't be far from the end of this journey.
Let's move on to another topic. I have no intention of passing judgment on Dan Feng, and I have even less desire to become entangled with him again. I only have one concern right now: bringing my companions back safely. You can either help me deal with these abominations or return to the shadows of memory. Dan Feng.
All right. The filthy remnants of the Memoria Tide still run rampant. Let me accompany you through these ruins. You could use the help. And presumably, that giant who craves the power of dragons won't just let things rest.
Do as you please. I'm moving ahead. Speaking of Terravox, his aggression just now was probably some distraction.
His madness is plain as day.
I agree.
Phew! It's all good now. Yanis's blessing is full, and the hidden passage can be used again. Now, the Imperator's legions can launch a surprise attack from the grove. Who knows if Terravox will be able to succeed? Huh? Who is this warrior?
Lady Trebios, I am Dan Heng, the Trailblazer's companion.
Dan Heng? Nice to meet you. I didn't realize Little Gray had more companions in addition to Little Cyrene.
There is no need to elaborate further. They are merely a collection of your memories, just like me.
No. If they were my memories, they would recognize me.
Dan Heng? Even though we don't know you, we'll still ask you to get somewhere safe. A terrible battle is about to break out here. Tux Gladiorum is not far ahead. The evacuation efforts are almost over, so go now, or it might be too late.
I see, Lens. I see. In that case, I'll go look for her now. Thank you.
No problem. We need to go deliver some messages, so we'll be off. Please, take care, Dunhung.
Memories, crazed ramblings. What do you think?
It's too early to reach a conclusion, but this memory is most definitely not mine.
There are two possibilities. This memory either belongs to Terravox, or it belongs to him. The person you're desperately looking for. But the probability of the latter is very low. You should know better than I do. After that final battle, even the first genius couldn't determine where he went.
Correct. But the conversation I just had gave me an idea. Let's forget Evernight for now. In the Vortex of Genesis, there was someone else who went missing along with him. I still have a chance to make contact with her. And the way I'll do it is right here in the grove.
Stay back! Cursed beast!
There's not a single sign of movement here. That was probably just the echoes of the Memoria Tide. Are you the spirit thief? Bartolos?
I see. Thank you for the advice. My Cloud Hymn magic will take it from here.
We're here. Now, it's time to awaken the person we're looking for.
A pool of spirit water. I see. You plan to resonate with the waters of this world.
Compared to the currents of my home, the waters of Amphorius are rather untamed. Subduing the waters wasn't easy, but I've gotten the hang of it now. Under the raucous steps of their frenzied dance, the roar of celebration calls forth the Spirit Water's memories.
How incredible. There are still survivors in Amphorius. And And this one even knows how to use the arts of water.
Very good. It's nice to meet the ocean demigod, Lady Hycealens.
A green dragonfish. Are you Dan Hung? I hope I've remembered your name correctly. Scale Gorge Waterscape is your home, isn't it? In Greyfry's memories, I saw you two standing side by side.
That's fortunate. It means I won't have to introduce myself. I can get straight to the point. Tell me, where are Evernight and him?
The stranger snatched away the deliverer right before my eyes. I commanded the waters to surge after them, but layered cliffs blocked the water's current. You must be careful. Earth has abandoned the Flame Chase mission. Though Terravox still lives, they are not an ally of the Trailblaze.
That's no surprise. I've already exchanged blows with that mad demigod.
I didn't think the worst would still come to pass.
He also intends to get his hands on a dangerous power. As his comrade in arms, do you know what his goal is?
Terravox has only ever cared for life born from this soil. If they covet powers from beyond the sky, I suppose it's out of the same care. Even so, their behavior is far too unusual.
I presume they wouldn't have made such a drastic and irreversible decision if they had not exhausted all other means. But embracing the permanence may result in even more misfortune.
While I admire that demigod's willpower, my position has not changed. It seems that if I want to find Evernight, I will have to confront Earth. Since my opponent has already turned into a vicious beast, what I do won't weigh on my conscience.
Then allow my specter to accompany you, Lord Dan Hung. As the demigod who witnessed the end of this world, at least let me sing an elegy for my last comrade.
That doesn't sound like something you would normally say. Huh? What I do won't weigh on my conscience. I can certainly guess what you mean by that.
I will never hesitate for my companions. I am a nameless. And what I'm going to do is defend all the hopes that are on the verge of fading away.
Then I misspoke. That is exactly how the guard of the Astral Express should act.
If you please, Lady Hycealens.
Hold on to this current, for it still carries the warmth of Greyfry. Hopefully, it will lead us to the depths where our companion is hidden.
Electra, is that you?
Who's that?
You're right on time. Let the ocean sink into the Memoria tide and become part of the sacrifice to resurrect the Earth.
Join us. You or me or us.
From permanence, gain eternal life.
use the permanence to fill the earth.
The Kyadara might not even be considered people if we did not resort to beastly actions.
Why did Dunfeng choose me all those years ago?
Long Scion, fall into oblivion!
The Memoria tide surges violently. Hold on, and don't let your focus be swept away.
The whole grove is shaking.
Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are one of them.
Is it over?
It seems so. These phantoms that are haunting you are indeed here to bring you to your demise.
It's unusually quiet here compared to before.
Don't let your guard down. The Memoria tide has become even more violent.
Is that?
This is an interesting-looking wine jar. Was it Baihang who brought it?
It's a specialty from the Lhasa that she brought and left here just for this gathering.
But she herself didn't come?
Your mind retains far more of the past than I had imagined.
I've seen this farewell more than once in my dreams.
The previous life is just an inertia to a newly born Vidyadhara. You know rationally that these are your memories, but it doesn't feel like you experienced them yourself. I use dragon transmutation for selfish reasons, and close friends turn to enemies. You probably want to ask me if it was worth it.
The Military Affairs Office is placing more importance on the Yuchue's battle this time. And the Yao Qing called her back for a patrol mission.
Some people are born with adventure in their blood and can't stop for even a moment. No matter, I'll drink her portion for her.
We're already toasting. Why don't we wait for Dunfeng?
As always, the High Elder has endless meetings with the preceptors that he can't get away from. Let's not wait on him. Isn't this just water?
I'll relay her exact words. It is a mistake to drink too much before a battle, so I'll leave a jar of spring water from the Lhassa's Crystal Palace. She said that wine only has flavor after a triumphant return.
Why didn't you say so earlier?
I didn't want to go along with her, but she insisted on seeing your expression after your first sip.
Any gift from a friend, whether it is water or wine, is rich in flavor all the same.
I see you still speak as if every sentence must add something of profound value. I see you still speak as if every sentence must add something of profound value.
Ah, you're just in time. The punishment for making us all wait should be 3 cups of wine.
Spare me, please. I've already suffered enough next to the ancient sea. I've convinced the preceptors. Vidyadhara Cloud and Magi will join the battle on the front lines, and our armies will fight side by side.
It seems like you can now carry out your plan for dealing with the Kitu Mirage, Jingyuan.
Thank you for standing your ground against the dissenters, Dongfeng.
I never thought those preceptors would ever relent. After all of this, countless Vidyadhara
will lose their lives, with no chance at a molting rebirth. We all understand this, but the Vidyadhara cannot become a part of the Alliance's destiny if we do not share in its joys and sorrows. We would only be bystanders to everyone else's suffering.
That is something we all understand as well. That is also why we've gathered here. Come, raise your cups. This toast is not for bidding farewell to each other, but for honoring the soldiers who will not return, for honoring our companions.
Apologies. My reckless plan must have put a lot of pressure on you.
Nonsense. If our positions were flipped, you'd support me no matter how reckless my plan was. Right?
Of course. But let's try not to be too reckless.
When you make a decision like this, people will always ask, was it worth it? And you will also forever question yourself. Do you know how you will answer that question?
I won't answer it. I will prove it.
That's right. My sword is my answer.
Thank you, Dongfeng. Thank you, Jingyuan. Oh, thank you, Jingliu. And thank you, Baiheng, wherever you've run off to.
Ridiculous. How did you get drunk from spring water?
I'm just full of joy. It feels like I've just forged a divine weapon with masterful craftsmanship. I'd rather leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time. That's what I always firmly believed in the past. But I never truly felt like I was alive until I met all of you. Now, I wish more than anything that I could just live a bit longer. No, pretend I didn't say that.
It's over. And you know exactly what happened to these 5 afterward. So, can you understand it now? After both he and March 7th have left you. Losing a dear friend with whom you've shared so much can never be considered a victory. It's a failure that torments you for the rest of your life. I could never accept that kind of fate.
So you made a decision.
I was the one who used the transmutation arcanum. I was the one who swore to bring Baiheng back to life. And the one who brought everything past the point of no return. That was also me.
Do you have any regrets, Dongfeng?
Even if I could reverse time, I would not choose differently. And if it had been Jing Liu, Jin Yuan, or even Ying Xing who died in battle, I'd still choose to do the same thing. Because only I could make that choice and protect all of this. Now, for the sake of your companions, for the sake of those two who walk alongside you, how much are you willing to sacrifice, Dan Hong?
Everything.
Your answer does not surprise me.
They are more than just my companions. They are the path I took that led me to where I am now. So they will also be beacons for when I am lost, leading me to the future until my next reincarnation.
Then let me see how you'll carry out your convictions.
Let's leave this place and go settle things with that mad demigod.
Memories intersect. Another betrayal. Another catastrophe.
Regardless of whose memory this is, it seems that Terravox has a leading role in it.
A beast that's been rebelling its whole life. No wonder they descended into madness.
I see the destination that the destruction points to.
Golden blood is gurgling out. It's almost like a heart that has burst open.
Follow the current and calm its frenzied pulse.
As expected, someone's been waiting for us.
It's you.
They are here. A scion of permanence. And your old comrade in arms. Terravox, my old friend. Indulge yourself. Let this Memoria tide swallow everything.
Be prepared for the worst, Lord Dunhung. This mountain dweller must not be underestimated. Giacles the Mountain Breaker. Earth's Dromus Rider. It's been a while.
Mountain Breaker? He's not Terravox?
I remember you, little fish and your despicable master.
I didn't think you were still alive.
Death is just a return to the earth for mountain dwellers, thanks to Evernight's gift. I was able to come back to the mortal realm and keep watch over my dear friend, the Earth demigod who was sacrificed to the flame chase plot in vain. Long Scion, you are the most important offering in this ritual sacrifice. No matter how strong your will is, it will eventually be swallowed by the Memoria tide. When that time comes, you and the powers you bear will serve us. We will use the permanence to awaken the fallen giant dragon and give the earth an everlasting body.
I see. So you pretended to be Terravox in order to lead us here into a trap.
If it weren't for the Imperator's tricks, the name Terravox would be shared between us anyway.
They made the right choice for Amphorius's tomorrow.
But the tomorrow you speak of only ever had a place for humans. What, my old friend? I will once again start a fire that burns away the chains that shackle us!
Why don't you leave this to me, Lord Dunham? Use that hidden passage to reach the opposite shore. Perhaps Greyfry's there, deeper inside.
No. I will stay here. Mountain Breaker, hero of the mountain dwellers. If I do not stay here and triumph over him, he will die an ugly death in delusions of the permanence. That should not be his destiny. And for the vicious beast that insists on obstructing the Astral Express and threatening the fate of the world, we've stood on the precipice countless times along this journey, forced to make difficult choices in the face of disaster. But this time, it's my turn to put some pressure on this world.
This feeling, this scene. All too similar.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! Lend me your strength!
Tomorrow!
I'm here! Protect me!
Thank you. I can still keep going. I'm fine.
It's okay, it's okay.
I can't let them down. The co-op winds consume me. Hail the new dawn! So without substance. Is that all?
It's time to stop struggling, Geocles. Go to your death with dignity.
Before that, tell me, what kind of deal did you make with Evernight? How was the Great Mountain Breaker reduced to this?
That's...
Leave it to me. I'll recount the Earth's heaviest past and sever its deepest delusion.
Terravox? Is that you? Your body has become so frail.
Even mountain ranges grow old and eventually die.
But I can hear the sound of blood still surging through your veins, fast and strong.
I suppose you are the true Earth demigod.
I am near my end, and the demigod tide nothing to me now. The being who stands here now is just the former comrade of the Mountain Breaker, and the traitor who abandoned him.
Traitor?
Terravox was once a member of Geocles' Dromus Legion. This force was famous for its skilled riders and their brave Dromuses. Terravox himself was the Dromus King, the giant dragon who swore their life to the Mountain Breaker. In the battle against Georios, the Imperator could not surmount this mountain, and thus had to break it from the inside. Terravox's betrayal was key to the Flame Chase Army's victory.
The age of the gods was coming to an end. Living beings had adapted to the changes amidst the rifts of the earth, and now they had to learn to survive in the crevices of the epics. Someone had to watch over the earth, so I agreed to a deal. I would take the Titan's divine authority and sink into the cliffs, using my flesh and blood forged of stone to mend the land. But there was one betrayal I could never forget. The Mountain Breaker refused to believe that was my choice, even till his dying breath. Faced with having to surrender to the Imperator, he chose to die instead.
So this is why you decided to conspire with Evernight.
Time's strange visitor appeared before me. The great power from beyond the sky, called the Remembrance. It's incredible. Geocles was able to be reborn as a memo sprite. He mumbled about the times we fought side by side. Just like how all the lives this body carries speak to me. Evernight did not ask for much in return. She only wished for me to use the divine authority of Earth to hide her tracks.
Since you're being so candid, does this mean you've given up resisting?
Resistance. For a beast on the brink of death, what is the point of resistance?
I see. 1,000 years have passed, and your mind has long since been shattered.
This frail body bears the weight of all those I've betrayed. And now, my only wish is to rest with them in the unchanging past. Go, long Scion. That fiery blaze has already burned through Earth's protection, revealing the secrets underneath. The deepest depths in Amphorius, the great tomb where all the past is buried. The one you seek, Evernight, walked out of that place. Before her arrival, no one knew of its existence.
In other words, that is the place where Evernight came into being.
And it is also where she is now.
You sank willingly into the past, and now your memories have turned into this form. Was it worth it?
At least I still remember. As long as I never forget, they will live on.
Primitive and animalistic. I understand these instincts. Have you ever regretted anything?
The Earth is not a lonely island in the middle of the ocean. It is the sum of all the living things that stand on it. I have never regretted defending the creatures of this world.
Then, a final question. Terravox, after all of this, how much are you willing to sacrifice for the power of the permanence?
Everything. My journey up to here has allowed me to fully understand my destiny. No matter how I struggle, the Earth will never be able to reach the stars. But my compatriots deserve to continue their struggle. At the end of my life, I want to make one last effort to give them a chance to move on to the future. Even if it is a future I am not able to witness.
I understand. Then, join me in rebelling against this unjust fate once more. Even if the world collapses, the Earth must remain unshaken. Give me the core flame that burns within you, and allow this immortal body of the permanence to bear the furnace of life for you.
Long Scion, are you willing to bring them all into the new world?
I won't give you empty promises. Allow me to answer your question from a different perspective. The permanence is the path that dragons trod, and eternity is life's deepest desire. If you entrust the Earth's living beings to me, they will live in symbiosis with the instincts in my blood, with this body as an ark. I will deliver them to tomorrow for you. That tomorrow won't be the end of Amphorius' west wind, but a vast and boundless sea of stars.
A sea of stars.
It's a future where all beings can trailblaze side by side. Not a prison made for remembrance.
In the veil of Avernight's memories, you've always been someone with reservations. I misjudged your resolve. I understand. This is the only choice. Behold, this core flame that burns in my chest. This core flame born from the earth. It is the red soil from which life sprouts, and the furnace of all living things. It tells me to commit one final act of treason. Entrust this heavy task to the trailblazers from beyond the sky. Let them tend to the wild terrain and safeguard the lands, and thus bring the endless stream of life into the distant future.
I promise you, Terravox.
Good. When I hand over the divine authority, this place will fall to pieces. Are you prepared to hold up the sacred tree if it falls?
Of course.
Then free what remains of my body, and let me give you this flame that turned away from the flame chase. I now relinquish my duty as a demigod. You shall dig your own grave and burn in the furnace of rebellion. I only hope that, after all this time, Father will take me back into their heart.
Come, crouching beast. for the endless life of this world. Rise from your dormancy and follow me as soaring dragons of the wilderness.
My final rebellion.
One who guards and trailblazes way forward.
Fortunately, the worst did not come to pass. If your opponent had already turned into a vicious beast, whatever you did wouldn't weigh on your conscience. So what if that demigod had harbored ill intentions or vowed to fight to the death? Would you have pointed your spear at them and carved out the core flame with your own hands?
There's no point in discussing what-ifs. Though, I'm glad it didn't come to that. Regardless, I will attempt to join this game and become a part of the Era Nova. This is the only way I can face my friends and this world with a clear conscience.
Now that things are settled between us, it's time for you and I to say goodbye. Everything that I left behind has faded away at this point. Go and march toward your own permanence. As for how to tame it, I'll leave that to you.
Thank you. We can't go back to the past and make better choices, but at least we can do better in the future. A dragon can only welcome new life by shedding away his old, scarred skin. For the first time in my life, I feel at ease.
This burning core flame. Is this what the destruction feels like? The light is unexpectedly warm. It's just like the fleeting moments when one wakes from a dream.
Farewell, Danfeng. Now, it's time for me to set out once more.
The final rebellion of Earth was to bestow trailblazing wings upon all living beings. For Terravox, this was probably the best possible ending. Behind that scar lies what they called the deepest depths. The rising steam tells me that Greyfry is in there. But right now, he's trapped in a bottomless whirlpool.
Is Evernight with him?
I'm afraid I can't tell.
A scorching abyss. If I were to enter it alone, I'd almost certainly get lost. And Miss High Sealants, would you give me cover? I'll need to focus completely on what's ahead, and may not be able to pay attention to my surroundings.
What are you planning to do?
I'm going to continue where you left off.
The stranger snatched away the deliverer right before my eyes. I commanded the waters to surge after them, but layered cliffs blocked the water's current.
Times have changed. The cliffs are now in the palm of my hand.
Then I believe it's worth a shot. It's just, without absolute resolve, you still won't be able to pass through that Memoria tide, much less save someone from it. The search for Greyfry might stretch on like an evernight without end. Be careful. Wandering through time is no easy feat.
Don't worry, Lady High Sealance. Just as you kept your lonely vigil in the depths for 1,000 years, my determination to find him is even more unshakable than the earth itself. Ancient sacred tree, lend me your roots. With the core flame I carry, let me resonate with this land. With heaven and earth as my map, and time as my compass, I will find that one singular point. Even if I must cross every mountain and valley on my own 2 feet, I will bring you home. Circe's giant tree, witness to Amphorius. This time, I will follow its roots into the ancient earth until I find you. On this journey, I will become the bedrock of mountains and bear the cities above. With the currents, I merge into the tide, crashing upon the land's jagged reefs. I sweep across the nameless barrens, scattering endless snow and frost. Entwined in the cycle of day and night, into the deepest depths of this world, adrift in the darkness that was before all else. When can I lead you out of this maze? No. I can't do it with just my eyes alone. Maybe it was never me. Maybe it was always you who could set us free.
Long time no see.
All right. Let's settle this and keep moving.
That's where we will find our answers. Hey, Don Hung, wake up.
3 of a kind. 2 pair. Ace. Go. That grows upon the earth. I am you. Finally. I found you.
Long time no see. Did you get taller?
While you were trapped, I experienced a lot. Thankfully, Evernight did not try to stop me. Looks like we've managed to stay ahead of her this time. Rest assured, we won't abandon her. We'll all return to the Express together. No one will be left behind. You mean Mem? Sorry, I haven't seen her at all on this journey. Perhaps you were not the only one being held captive by Evernight. They never once stopped worrying about us. About you, me, or March 7th. They never gave up on trying to save us. Even from outside this world. Miss Himiko, Mr. Yang, Pom Pom, and even Sunday Black Swan and the two geniuses. They are all doing everything in their power to aid us. I understand. Her power shouldn't be underestimated. It was only when I personally stepped into the maze of time that it suddenly struck me. She and I had crossed paths once before. I'll only warn you once. Leave her body. Now. I feel like I've seen these floating black things somewhere before. I had an unexpected encounter with her when I left Amphorius. Perhaps to avoid exposing her whereabouts, she stripped that memory from my mind. That power called Oblivion. It's just like an Emanator's.
Oblivion.
I know. But you still remember me and our companions, for now. Do you have any clues about the memories you may have lost? Are those Evernight's exact words? If I'm not mistaken, she intends to make you forget Amphorius, including the Chrysosaurs who have journeyed with us up till now. But it seems you still recognize Lady Hycelens.
If I made that much of an impression on little Grey Fry, then I am naturally delighted. But I fear your escape from that power they call Oblivion is thanks to someone else.
Nice to meet you. Or maybe I should ask, how have you been since we last saw each other?
Along with you, this little butterfly fish's memory was also salvaged from the depths of that whirlpool. Just as a pearl is cradled within its shell, the power of Thanatos surrounds you, shielding your soul from corrosion.
Miss Irene has spoken of you often to me. Though we never met in this life, I believe there's a kind of warmth that can transcend time itself. Through the endless flow of time, I guarded the secret passage between Styxia and the Vortex. When the Memoria tide flowed backwards into the River of Souls, even in deep slumber, I could feel that warmth. And with all my might, I protected that warmth. I apologize if that seemed improper. I hope you'll forgive me.
She was just speaking metaphorically. This conversation feels familiar somehow.
I understand that your mission is still unfinished. The path ahead is treacherous. And even though my body is bound to these dark currents, I'll do everything I can to watch over you both.
The little butterfly fish is right. There is still a pair of eyes watching from the shadows. But we won't let them get anywhere near you. Go forth, golden dragonfish. And you, deliverer. Seek out your companion. Go forth and illuminate the lightless Evernight.
I cannot thank you enough. accept this promise from the Nameless. Amphorius will definitely write a brand new ending for itself.
Of course. We'll write it together.
The Nameless will never stop.
Until all of us stand side by side in the true new world.